Well, I have to admit, NASA almost got me this time. Most of you should have seen this SDO video footage of this celestial body making a double passing in front of the sun. I got all excited because in my last couple of videos I kept pushing that there's another planet out there causing all these problems with the Earth. Not to mention all these multiple hurricanes, and one in particular I will talk about later. I had my whole outline written down of what I was going to talk about, and upon deeper research, certain things didn't make any sense. Then I realized this video is a fake, so I had to start all over. Before I show you why I think it's a fake, let me lay out a timeline for you to come to your own conclusion. As I mentioned in my previous videos that they are trying to hide the sun for some reason we haven't figured out yet, mostly by chemtrail cover. And whatever it is out there, that's what that Parker probe mission is really for. Now, on September 6th, the FBI evacuated and shut down the Sunspot Observatory in New Mexico because they discovered something they wasn't ready to see. There's two stories out there that saying they either evacuated the employees or they went into hiding underground. Wherever they are, they're being debriefed. The local post office was also told to shut down, and you can imagine why. The authorities can't take a chance on someone slipping something out to the public. I mean, that's what I would do if I wanted to keep something secret. At first, they tried to claim that the Chinese were spying on the White Sands missile testing. But what does the Chinese have to do with several other observatories and all solar live feeds across the web being shut down? Not too many people bought that story, so they changed it. 3 days later, September 9th, after all the efforts they put into keeping this story from getting out, this footage comes out and the public went wild. From what I'm hearing, it's still up. The news of the video started catching traction on September 10th. The same day that Hurricane Florence went from a Category 1 to a Category 4 in a matter of hours. The news claimed it's one of the worst hurricanes in US history. They fear-baited the public to evacuate immediately. Run! Run! Get out! But the aftermath of the storm had the signatures of a tropical storm. But was it ever really a Category 4 to begin with?
In Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intercoastal, and we're in one of these bands. This is about as nasty as it's been. We had some bands like this last night. Then the eyewall this morning, we were not on TV. It was a dark and raucous night at the hotel. And this wind gusting again over 60 miles an hour. It's blowing by pieces of limbs. This is what we're seeing, a lot of shingles coming off. You see what happens when you throw it off, it just takes off like a projectile. And unfortunately, a tree has fallen on a home here in Wilmington, killing a mom and her infant. The father was transported to the hospital with injuries. So here in Wilmington, New Hanover County, this has become a deadly hurricane now with 2 fatalities, a mom and her infant. Boy, I tell you.
And was they just trying to keep the people distracted long enough to clear their mess? On September 13th, taking full advantage of the distraction, in Massachusetts there were 60 to 80 fires and 3 explosions due to gas line issues. 8,000 people had to be evacuated. Rumor has it that there were underground tunnels that were being used for human trafficking, and the explosions were used to hide or to destroy the evidence. The day before the explosion, Aristotle Capital of Boston liquidated 76% of their shares in NiSource. NiSource owned the gas company that exploded. Now, I don't think this have any connection to the Sunspot Observatory being shut down. I'm not saying that at all, but the timing with the hurricane sure is suspicious. Now back to this SDO video. This video was cut and the part with the so-called moon crossing was added. I don't mean added to cover what was in front of the sun. I mean the whole scene was added to cover what they cut out. Look at the edges of the sun. You see that? You see how the sun jumps every time this object enters and then snaps back into place? It's been cut. Watch it again. You see that, right? That's pretty brilliant. Now everyone is focused on this and totally oblivious to what's really going on. So I'm gonna have to say, so what are they hiding? A fleet of UFOs? That's nothing. We've seen plenty of those. Secure team have dozens of them, even though I think the government feed him half his info whether he's in on it or not, but I still love the guy. It's gotta be more than that. Another planet? Possibly. No one can make that call at this time. A wormhole? That sounds like something you would want to keep secret. It could be anything. Besides the people that's involved, nobody knows. But the one thing we do know for sure, and I said it before, they do not want us to see what's around that sun. That's the only thing that's constant. Well, I wish you all a wonderful week. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing your time with me.